So here's the R35 turbo upgrades that I did for the Skyline. I just machined the compressor housing out for a larger compressor wheel. Factory, it looked like it was around 44 millimeter, and then the upgrade is 48.62 millimeter. But now there are other options for that, so don't think that that's the only option for that car. The option I like the most that I've never done before, but I think it would be so cool to do it, would be the factory turbine housings are machinable for Mitsubishi TD05 bearing housings. So you can make like twin 16Gs. You could probably do like twin TD06 20Gs or something like that. You could do like a TD05H 9-blade turbine. You could probably go to like an SL2 if there's enough material. And if there's enough material to go even farther, you could go TD06H. That's almost 59 millimeter. And then once you get to the TD05 series, then you have so many different options. Just a single one of the TD05 series turbos are good from 300 horsepower all the way to 600 horsepower or more. I've had somebody claim to make like 640 on one. So once you go TD05, you have so much more power capability, but it just depends if it's possible to get that far in terms of how big can you go on the turbine side, because I know the bearing housing area can be machined for the TD05 series because I've done it before with the Subarus. Machining on these turned out pretty good. The only thing that didn't really turn out that great is one of them had a thinner casting on the inside, but I guess that's kind of normal every now and then. Maybe just the one cover is a little bit thinner than the other one, but there's nothing I could do about that because I ran the same CNC program on both of them anyway. I'm not doing the build on these just because that wasn't part of my job, but for people that do want to do a Skyline upgrade, the first thing I would check into is make sure that the thrust bearing is strong enough to support that. If not, you need to go with an upgraded thrust bearing. The good thing about the Mitsubishi turbos is there's a really good upgraded thrust bearing for those turbos that are extend the capability of above 20 pounds of boost. Otherwise, you have a lot of issues when you start to run over 20 pounds without doing an upgrade rebuild kit on most turbos, especially like the KO4 series and maybe even the GT15 series. I'm not really sure. I do want to show you some of my past builds that you guys haven't seen before, like some of the builds I used to do before I even started YouTube that were really cool. So I'm going to try and see if I can dig those up and post them here on YouTube.